Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Foundation. Now, I hope you're all well. If you remember, we left off in the last episode building the tax office and the church, and we've also got down our second gatherer's hut over here. Now, we're going to make work on hopefully producing some clothes today, and we've also got a little bit of a zoning here, so I'm just going to show you what I've done. So based on needing to be around the tax office, based on some input I've had, I've zoned out this ready, and once we purchase the next one, we can make this. I haven't gone too close to the stone because they might be mining and bad desirability, but we could have another marketplace in here as well. That's at least the plan. So we'll see on that one, but at the moment, obviously our zone only goes to there, so we can't go too far on that one. We're going to accept these guys in, but we do have 7 unemployed, so I have gone ahead and put one person in the tax office. That does mean now that we can go into our economy, and there should be some taxes that we can do. If we go taxes here, we have 4 commoners and 45 serfs, so we're going to keep them in the green. So we'll start with some basic there. So I think we get 53 gold per month, 414 capacity, that's fine. And then, yeah, tax impact on global happiness is -4%, but I think that's okay. Once we start grabbing these guys and getting some more resources in for them, we can make them happier and tax them a little bit more. So I am going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit and just see where we're at. So that's waiting for some tools, stone and planks. We've got our sheep currently getting some wool in. So what we need to do is make sure we've got storage for the wool. So I think we're going to need another storage here. So I believe we're going to need a second warehouse. Now, we need this to be relatively close. We're going to have this kind of over here, actually. So let's go somewhere like here. And this warehouse is going to factor in the wool and clothing, I believe. I think that's how we're going to do that one. All right, we have another person coming in and a trader. I'm just putting down a signpost in the middle here and the rope fence just to finish off this quest here. And then we're going to gain influence with one estate when we've got the gold as well. But I want to make sure we're saving to be able to build this to start with. We'll bring them in. Hopefully the trader makes us some money. They're walking over, so we should be able to potentially... There we go. Beautiful. So what we're going to do with that one is go ahead and build... we're going to go for the cloth for now. So that's the next one. We'll get that one built. And we've completed that advice there. So you gain a little bit of... I don't think you get that, but setting taxes we've done, and profit from that. Let's increase taxation, village taxation. We have done that, so I'm not going to actually go ahead and do that one. We need to gain influence with one estate on that one. Acquire labor splendor package. We're not going to do that one as well. Have a monthly profit from taxes revenue above 100. Currently 5. Okay. We've got to increase taxation at some point. I don't want to mess with the happiness at the moment. So at the moment then, we're going to increase taxes for these guys. I know it's going to affect the happiness, but we're going to do it. We don't need to worry about that too much. We definitely need the taxes, so let's go for that at the moment. We'll grab these guys in. They're not doing anything, but that should help us a little bit here because we're going to lose money otherwise. So let's do that, and then we'll focus on it. I don't want to get the stonemasons hut yet to cut the stone into polished stone because we want to work on one thing at a time, and that will be the weaver's hut. Alright, because we're producing the fish from trade, I'm also going to now go ahead and continue on building with this one. So we're going to need another market stalls court here, and we'll do the same. So it's just going to be in the middle here. So we're going to go something like this. And then we can fit one on the end. I might go 3, actually. And then we'll change that one up after. So we'll get this one in line with that. We'll also get on... this one probably not going to have a market tent, actually. Because we haven't... Just haven't got one. So let's get that one built. Because we haven't got the cloth. We've got the wool, but not the cloth. And then what we'll do is put that one as fish as well. Because we've got 100 in stock that we can use. Look at these big houses. We have the new tier. They are impressive. Wow, okay, so this is a house tier 2 with a house density of 2 as well. So they start to really look pretty cool around by the marketplace there. That's going to be awesome. So obviously as we've got the next one over here, I'm not going to expand this one anymore. So at the moment we've got it going up to there. Now we will need, they're obviously building at the moment and it costs us wood. So we're going to need to up more of that as well. We've got planks on the go. let's check in on our trading here as well to make sure that all of that is covered. So what we want to do is just check in on this. So eventually we will get that. The market stall has been done. We'll unlock that one. But we want the trade resources to be on planks. So we've got 46. We're selling over 30. Berries we're not selling at the moment. Fish we are selling. So I'm probably going to put that up to 50 for when we start getting that one in. And then the other things we can do eventually. Nobody's buying wood, so there's no point doing that yet. We've got more people coming in as well. But yeah, we've got the market stall done. So let's go ahead and assign the fish to that one so they can be a little bit happier and start doing that. We will get these guys in. We do have another trader coming as well. I think I'm quite tempted to grab in another sawmill. Let's do that as well. So we are obviously going to need the planks quite heavily anyway. And I'm going to put it... Where do we want it? I think if I turn it, we can fit it in just nicely over here. Although, do I want to do that? I know it's by the wood. Don't want to bulk out this area that much. Let's go with that for now. I don't want to make it too dense, you know? So hopefully we can pull some gold from this trader here. A courier is approaching your village. We made a little bit of gold from the trader, but nothing much. So what we need to basically focus on, I think, if we want the taxes to work anyway, at least, is get more population. But we need the jobs. So with that one, we can obviously pull in a decent amount of planks to sell on. So hopefully that would be good for the time being. Alright, so what do we have? The fishermen are thankful for your blueprint, as a bridge is definitely going to bring their community to the forefront. As thanks, they'd like to trade a fair number of fish for some of your stone. Okay, accumulate 25 stone, so we've got plenty, and they'll give us some fish. We'll do that one. So we will go ahead and do that one straight away. So you have to click it down here, but that's fine. So we'll keep getting the fish in, because we're now doing it in the marketplace, so I think that's a really good idea. And we've got all of these being built. The little housing estate is looking cool. One thing I've noticed with this game is I think the whole point is to take your time. Don't overdo it. Do one resource at a time and things like that as well. What we're going to do is go into the progression tree here, and we're actually going to come into the other ones here to see if there's anything we can do. At the moment, we don't really have the gold. Fair reputation privilege. We're going to be working in this labor tree for a little bit. Pay 10 to unlock, because we've got some points. Weaver's Hut has completed as well. Labour and clergy mutual splendor negative impact is reduced by 50%. Labour buildings upkeep reduced by 10%. So we're going to actually grab that one. I think that's a good idea. We've used all our influence though. But we now have a place for the weaver to work. So we're going to grab 2 people in there and start producing some cloth. I think that's a really good idea. We'll start getting those guys leveled. So each person, the more they work a zone, they do level as well, don't they? So it is quite important. So if I just click on this person, you see this transporter level 2? So that's good. Woodcutter level 1, so it's quite cool. Forager level 4, so you get all the... They do level up, and I guess you can base your promotions around that. I'm not too sure that far in, but yeah. We obviously need money before we expand any further. But we are getting that a little bit closer to unlocking the second trader. So if we go into the trades here, so resources, trade routes, so we unlock that for 20 clothing, and that means we'll then be able to sell fish. So unlocking clothing and fish for these guys going to be another money earner. So that's what I'm thinking. And we'll work... this seems to reset. I don't know whether you got to do it in one go. The current trade route, higher levels allow you for bigger volumes of resources to be traded. Getting that leveled up would be a good idea. They do buy polished stone, so that might be the one that we actually need to work on, because we're not going to be building with that too much. So this stonemason's hut, I don't think we did. So let's grab one of these then. I don't want this, so desirability wise it's going to affect these guys. Let's go visibility, desirability. I don't know if this does. We can start building through this, so we can create a little street over here. What I want is this to be right next to it, potentially. So let's go something like that there. Let's go. That now is able to be produced from the cloth. So we got 9 in stock now, so we are looking good. And we're going to check out this. The fishermen are thankful for the blueprints. Okay, a most generous offer. There's more fish. 150. A25. I'm going to say no. We've got 150 fish in stock. And to be honest, for the time being, I don't think it's needed. And what we're going to need to do is make sure we've got space for polished stone. So I think this one over here, yeah, that works perfectly. And we'll get in more transporters there to kind of factor this in as well. So our next carpenter has been completed. Because of that, though, I am also going to get in one more lumber camp now. This is getting crazy over here, so I don't want to do too many, but maybe we'll put one over here. I think that's fair. And then we can set this to kind of be done, a little section over here. So let's get that one built as well. It probably would make sense for us to go into some of this denser area or start more of the planting. Because to be honest, we're chopping more than we can keep up on the forester's camp, so I think we're also going to need one of those. What we'll do is next to that one, we'll also get a forester's camp, and we'll get that over here. I'm not aiming for like really, really accurate thing, but we've got more gold coming in now, which is really, really nice. So I think it's safe to say we can go ahead and build the tailor workshop now and start working on some clothing. But you can see how out of hand this could get. So we're going to get one stonemason. That's a commoner that goes into there. And that does mean we're potentially going to need to promote someone. So let's see our unemployed villagers here. So they all are serfs at the moment. So if I go ahead then and go into the mandates here, it wants us to complete one of these, but I'm going to go open list. Has 20 gold. We can't do that at the moment then. So we'll once we've got the gold, we'll get promotion done. And we'll start working with that. I think so. It's going to ramp up massively what we're doing, isn't it? No problem. We've got the gold to actually upgrade someone now. So we'll go back in and we'll get a promotion done. And then we'll get a commoner into our stonemason here. And we'll get that going so we can start selling some polished stone. So because of that, sorry, there's a lot going on. I am still learning a lot of it myself as well. We're going to go into resources. We're going to go polished stone. And we're going to sell above this value. And I think we'll go something like 15 for now. I think that allows us to get a little bit of a surplus in case we need some for building. And I've just realized that these give good desirability. So I think we're going to have a housing estate around the back of this as well. That kind of makes sense. So we'll have the main bulk of our first set in here then. And then we'll get housing estates. So we've got one over here. That's fine. And then we'll get one at this end. I'll get a second marketplace up and running over there, away from our first housing here. Now we'll get a forester in and I will set them to paint reforestation over here. Now I know our hunters are over there, but I'm going to do that. And then what we'll do is set extraction to also go over this. So we've got a nice amount of trees that we can cut down. So let's go into our next woodcutter and we'll grab 3 of those as well. So we're ramping up wood production. We're going to need it, aren't we? And it looks like the balance from wool to weaver's hut, we may need to get another sheep farm in. But I'm going to go ahead and also do that because it looks like you need 2 to 1 on that as well. So we're going to grab another sheep farm. And I think I'm going to put that one right here. So we just need the 25 gold. So we'll leave that there so we know. Alright, so we have enough for that sheep farm now, so we'll get that next in. I think we've ramped up production and done quite a bit already, so we need to be careful. It really does make sense to me now. And I do want to unlock the decorations for this. So what I'm going to do is go into my book here. And I'm actually going to go common path. And we're going to see if I can get... Although, hold on. Kingdom. I think it's in here. Kingdom Splendor Package. Labor Splendor Package. Almost did the wrong one. So we're going to go into the labor tree. It's this one here. Labor Splendor Package. And we're going to allow that. And then there's a market splendor. We're not going to decorate the market too much yet. We're going to keep those pretty basic. I think that what that means now is you can go edit building and then free build. And you can start to put in some nicer things in here. And to be honest, that's going to give you pretty good desirability, isn't it? Look at these provisioning barrels. That's cool. I think our berries are going down as well. I don't want to overdo it. If you put more than one gatherer hut, it really does affect this. So we may need to look at different food sources and we could grab in this new zone. I don't want to spend that just yet, but there is another lot of berries there. That could play into our hands. We are going to need to accept these guys in at the moment as well. And I think we can go ahead and rebuild here and get... Can we put it on top of a thingy here? I want to get a tent over the top. I don't think we can. Stable fence. It would be a good idea to get some kind of nice decoration. I don't plan on going any further with the market over here. We'll do that one, and I think we'll get a small fence off at some point. I think a tall banner might be nice too. And we're not going to go more than 3 this way. We're going to build the other way. So let's go a nice banner at the edge of this one then. 32 gold, though. We don't have that, so we'll have to leave that and come back to it. I'm actually going to remove the berries from here now, so no trade of berries. I don't think they sell it. I'm just wondering if there is something we can get in. So if we go into trade routes here, there isn't a food source we could potentially buy in that's quite cheap. I don't really want to spend 10 on honey. That is crazy. This guy here does sell berries. That might be the play here. They've got hops, grapes, beer, wheat. There's a lot we can do with those. The gold is increasing. That's the main thing, right? And I think what I'm going to do is actually complete the mandate here that it wants us to do. Gain influence with one estate. So we're going to do this and gain influence with one estate just to complete that one. Complete the mandate, gain influence with one estate. We just did that. That should have gave us the thingy here. That's interesting. Waiting for bailiff. Okay, cool. So it does do it. And we're also going to promote one more villager, so we've got it ready. Look at this, though. I'm going to remove the desirability thing here so it looks a little bit better. So let's take that overlay off a second. Let's have a proper look at our town as they run around here. It's coming along. It really is. It's going to be awesome when I really do build around it. I had plans of building around this lake and then having like a really nice setup down by the beach. I've got a little bit of plan ahead of me, but obviously you need to make it known that you do still want to see it. Either way, though, it is a fun game. I am enjoying it. It's very, it's a lot more relaxed and laid back in terms of the build. There's times where you can just sit and watch peacefully, which I think is quite nice, especially if you do this. Okay, our second sheep farm has been built. We're going to spawn sheep until it says don't abuse. And then that should give us enough wool to counter the 2 weavers here and then go into the 1 tailor here. We've got 26 clothing. That means only one thing here. Boom. We're going to unlock this trade route. Now, it might pay for us to now unlock fish. We can then sell fish. So, we're also, in order to do that, we're actually going to need to purchase this territory. 125 coins and 10 coins per month. Is that a good idea then? Let's check what else this trader can buy. Actually, common clothes. We could just use the clothing for now. Because I think there's still a few that we need to work towards. So we could actually sell meat as well, but we're not actually making enough. So polished stone, meat. So let's go into these now. So we're selling some polished stone. Let's go clothing. So we'll do sell. Let's say, shall we go with 15 here? So we have a chance to actually have some clothing. I think that's a good idea. Because to be honest, we're going to need them for our villagers here. So if I go into a commoner here. So let's go Hasala. So wine, berry brew, or beer is a related resource of entertainment for them, and goods, common clothes, common wear, and candles. So they're going to have clothing. So that's something, isn't it? What's this? No access to food. There's plenty of access to food. Don't lie to me. We've got fish. We've got meat. Not enough meat, if I'm honest. I think we may need a second hunter's cabin. Let me just see the hunting zones here. Yeah, we're covered pretty well here, so I'm going to continue, probably expand that one. We've got a whole lot of area over here, actually, that we can do. And just paint all this in. So if the pigs ever need covering here, I think that's out of our zone, actually. Which does suck a little bit. It's quite a long way for them to run as well, so we might need a second hunter's cabin then. Because we seem to get more than we can incur here. So let's get something maybe that's outside territory. I don't like splitting them out too much. We've kind of created a bit of a square here. So let's go something like here. We'll build that one. I'll probably set that as priority to get those going as well, so they actually do work towards that. We've got 2 traders in now. Look at this gold increase. We could potentially do this because we should be selling certain things okay now. We're going to need to work on a bit of happiness as well to make sure we are still getting villagers in. And I think we can complete building of these 2 as well, which will increase it a little bit. And then I can work on these guys. So I do want to build this around before I'm decorating, but I can decorate the front. I could also decorate the front of the church if I wanted to, which is not a bad idea. I think getting like a little basin over here would be a good idea. How much does this cost? Let's go... Yeah, let's grab a basin right there. 50 coins. Okay. It is what it is. It looks quite nice next to the benches, at least. We'll slowly do that then. I probably could go into a bit of free build over here as well then. Get in a little bit more. So we did unlock this wood shed. Do I want a wood shed? I guess we could. I'd rather have just some nice decorations for the time being, though. We've got that tree there. I think I want something out the side here. So this isn't going to... I'm not building off the side of here, at least for the time being. So we'll do something like that. And I think we'll also get in... kind of want to keep flowers there. Maybe a banner is a good idea as well. Go with a banner there. And let's build those guys. 47 gold, though, for that. Does increase the desirability around this area. And I do want this to look nice. So we'll slowly do that as we get gold in, I guess. So as you can see, we have a crazy amount of planks right now. So if we go into our resources here, we should be selling quite a few of those, but it's whether the trader's buying or not. So if we go into the trade routes here, we can see we probably need to purchase something here. So we could buy in berry brew. It's just a gold issue, isn't it? Maybe we could get in a small amount. It keeps our commoners happy for the time being, doesn't it? So it's not something I could thingy here. What's missing raw resource here, then? Is that for you guys? Weaver's hut. Wool, you got that going. We've got plenty. Oh, look at all this cloth. Ah, the clothing. This is great. So we are going to make some dollar there, at least. So yeah, we can factor that in then when we unlock. We're actually almost at our next stage here. It's actually 74 that. We should look at the common path here, though. This might not be a bad shout. So we get wheat. Goods market. What's the goods market? Sell goods resource types to the village. Goods stall sign. Does that make us money? I think it does. Let's unlock the goods market then, and we'll have a look into that one. Let's grab a few of these, and I'm going to slow it down. I'm getting carried away. This is great. So let's go edit building. We're going to go... How do I do it? Sell goods. All right, here we go. So you have to go into the market stalls court, and you've got this goods stall. So I'm going to go ahead and actually put that on top of there at least, and we're going to go for a goods stall. I'm going to try this one out. And I'm going to have it the other way. So we're going to need enough space for them to walk through and not be too busy. So I'm going to go there. And we'll also get a tent on top of that one. I know we don't have the colours. We can change this one. Good stall sign. Let's get one of those in as well. This might cost us a little bit, but we're going to do it. Little flag just to say there is goods here. You actually need it for this anyway. Let's get that one built. So we've got a start of a nicer market, I think. Which is great, but I'm looking at this coin tendency actually, and plus 90 each time is great. We're actually 9 months in already as well. And that should help with the population. What I'm going to need to do, let's go into this here. I don't know whether I will need to just put in the second marketplace or bring this around a little bit. So if I go territory here on the visibility, we actually haven't got any boundaries that we can grab here. This one would be perfect, wouldn't it? But that is very expensive, and I kind of want to get fish first. I think no workers assigned. Where's that one? I like that you can click up here actually and do that. So we need a hunter, our next hunter, to go in as well. Hopefully we can pull in a little bit more boar for the meat guys to produce. Look at this one. Buon Figlio is courting the labour. So that one that I did, he's gone out and basically is doing this, which is cool. And then build a manor house. Improve the manor house with roofed stable. So it wants us to build a roofed stable. Now, is that free builds? I guess it is. Where's the roofed... Oh, there it is. Okay, let's get one out the side then. So let's pretend that... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to click that one off. Let's pretend that the roofed stable side should be over here. So we're going to go... Let me have a look at this. How do we want it? I think it's going to be like that. So we don't want it too close to that, but I think we'll have the stables out here. How much does that cost me? It's a build one. It doesn't cost them money. Which is great. We've got a lot of production going. I'm quite happy with this. So it feels good to have a bit of progress happening. 2 traders coming in as well. So it looks like we do have some good resources to kind of deal with here. Now, what I'm going to do is actually reduce the workers down by 1 in the planks here. Because I'm seeing lots being produced. Or way more than I actually probably need at this point. And let's make sure now this market is doing its thing. So we've got the 3. There should be fish now going in. 18 consumed this week. So we're ripping down through our fish. So I probably will unlock this one if we make some money here. So our next, yeah, we made some good money there. So straight away then, let's go in and we'll spend our territory points here. And we'll then go in to our fisher. So let's go into our book here. Oh, we haven't got the gold. We need 25 to unlock this fisher here. So that's our next task then. Yeah, money management early on is definitely a serious thing. He might make us some more money here. If he stops there. No. Okay, that's fine then. We have our little pond outside of the church, though, which is beautiful. They seem to sit on the benches the wrong way, which is weird. Oh, well. Bless them. Alright, we completed that advice by our stable now being there. So I think that means the messengers, when they come, they've got a place for their horses, you know? They're doing pretty good on the quests here. We just need another trader to come in. So our dense housing is still... That is really dense, actually. I do like with the marketplace, though. It's very, very cool. Happiness is okay. We've got our market stalls court built now, which is really good. So I'm going to go ahead and get a fourth person in there. And we are going to put common clothes. So hopefully that means they're going to sell the goods to these guys based on that. So we've got berries, meat, fish, and common clothes in our marketplace. Look at all the dense housing coming in over here. I think what I should be doing actually then, because the amount of things that are coming up... What is that? Stone arch. Do a bit of a housing estate. I feel like we should do ourselves a bit of a service for these houses over here. Let's go a bit more of a natural tree here. I don't... Yeah, let's go village tree. I know it's not amazing on the happiness here, but I do want to get a little bit over here. And let's get maybe one tree around the back. Squeeze it in there, actually. That's perfect. So let's get a little bit of a tree there as well. Gives our villagers a little bit more. 81, so that's perfect. I don't know if there is a birth rate factor on this or whether it is just immigration. It looks like it is just immigration. Come and make me some gold, please. There's plenty of clothes to sell. There we go. Right, straight in then. This is our last thing for this episode, so we are going to get our fishery down. So our fisher's hut, it needs to actually be partly in the water, so let's go... Ooh, look at that. There's... We only just... It looks like there's certain areas for the fishery. I don't know how many would be the optimum for this, but we're going to get that one built. And hopefully we'll then have our own free float of fish, and that should keep our marketplace good. That is so cool, that area. I love it. I wonder if they will start building over here soon then. I think our next square is going to be over here. It starts to get really costly though. Look at this. 10 coins per month. And then the 25. But I guess the more people that come in, the more taxes we make as well. So we're actually minus 14 based on taxes. Minus 15 based on taxes here. So happiness is really good. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful, man. Look at this. Yeah, I kind of love the housing. I'm not going to lie to you. That is really, really cool. But guys, that's going to be where we end this one out. I hope you've enjoyed. And if you have, please do smash that thumbs up for me. If you aren't subscribed, please do consider that as well. And if you want to support my journey on YouTube and my city building antics, please do consider becoming a member of the channel as well to support me that little bit extra. As always, guys, do take it easy. And I'll see you in the next one.